So here's the big question. You're interested in value investing and valuing and evaluating businesses on a deep level, but you don't know how, even after researching for hours, probably dozens of hours, hundreds of hours on the internet, and because nobody else shows you how to do it. This podcast has all those answers and much more about value investing and finance. My name is Jason Rivera. Welcome to Value Investing in Your Car. Hey, Jason here. Today's episode of Value Investing in Your Car, I'm going to tell you about the time that someone told me I was a scum of the earth and to go kill myself, and other hate mail. Before I get to that, though, I need to let you know that you can get this series as a podcast anywhere in the world for free on all major podcasting platforms: iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, Anchor, and more. You can get this Value Investing in Your Car podcast anywhere in the world for free and on the go. We'll get back to the time somebody said that to me earlier, or later. We'll get back to that. Before I get to that, though, I want to give you some context into into this. So I've been getting hate mail for a long time now. I started the blog 8-9 years ago. Pretty much that entire time I've been getting hate mail, probably 7-ish years. I've noticed a gigantic uptick in hate mail over the last couple months as we're dealing with this coronavirus pandemic. I don't know if it's people showing their true colors. I don't know if people are just angry and upset at life and they're trying to take it out on me and others because of the mass unemployment, being stuck in the house, stress, whatever the case may be. I don't know what it is, but I've noticed this on my ads and marketing and websites and social media, and I've seen other people talk about it as well. So I wanted to talk about it today to kind of bring this to light, to give you some entertainment, hopefully, to show you the ridiculousness that people who talk online have to deal with, kind of behind the scenes, and to hopefully convince some people to be just nicer people. So I'm going to be reading over here from my screen. These are real comments that I've gotten from people. I just recently started saving them, so some of these are from years ago that I remember. They stuck in my brain so vividly. So I don't have the names for the people or the exact quotes, but some of the recent ones do, and I'm going to be reading from some of those over here. So a guy on LinkedIn, this is probably 4 or 5 years ago now, told me I shouldn't have written my book because I don't have any college degrees or certifications. Frankly, that's just silly. Elitist, pompous, whatever you want to call it. That's just ridiculous. If somebody has the expertise and they have a proven track record like I do, they should be able to pretty much write about whatever they want within the context of whatever they're talking about. In this case, I wrote my book to help people learn how to value invest, which I have great experience with because I taught myself how to value invest. And my returns are spectacular over the last 8 years of my career. My returns legitimately make me one of the best stock pickers in the world over the last 8 years. And this guy told me I shouldn't have written my book because I didn't have any college degrees. What does a college degree have to do with anything related to finance? When you go get a college degree for finance, you don't learn anything about valuation or how to evaluate a stock or how to read financial statements. You learn theory mostly and kind of business strategy stuff. And this is from hearing from MBAs, people at MBAs. You don't learn unless you go to like Columbia Business School or a business school that's kind of related to value investing and finance and has a specific curriculum for that. You don't learn any of that kind of stuff. So what does a college degree have to do with anything? Guy was incredibly pompous. I wrote him back. I wish I would have saved it, but I wrote him back and there was a kind of a back and forth, and I wish I would have saved it, but this was years ago, so I didn't even think about it. And frankly, this stuff used to bother me a lot. That's another reason I'm sharing this, because it doesn't really bother me at all anymore. It used to bother me a lot, especially the one we'll get to, which is the worst criticism comment I've ever gotten, still to this day, and it was years ago. That's another reason I'm sharing this, because it doesn't really bother me anymore. But I'm also doing it to entertain and show you the ridiculousness of some people out there. With a comment like that, it shows me that that person is incredibly insecure in their self-beliefs, that you have to have a college degree and you have to have certifications to write or talk about anything in depth. If that was the case, pretty much no one on earth would talk about anything, because for my criteria, for you to be able to kind of talk about things, you need to have researched it yourself. You need to have a good track record. You need to be honest. That's why most politicians are full of crap, because they don't do their own research. They just play to their base. And but that's another story for another day. So but that is one comment that kind of stuck out to me. This is a new comment, and it disappeared off my feed. I don't know why I couldn't see it, but one guy said LOL in one of my recent ads and called me a fool who can't even shave or grow hair. I can't grow hair. That's why I shave my head. And I'm not bald. It's not bald when you shave your head, first of all. Ask Michael Jordan about that. And I mean, I do shave here, here, and here, and my head, so I guess I can shave technically. I don't even really know what this comment was about. That was literally it. That's the whole context. There was no other context. There was no other comment. There was no other response. He literally just put, LOL, this fool can't even shave or grow hair. True to part of that, I guess. So, thumbs up for you. This is one I didn't get. This is one when I was working investment newsletter years ago that my publisher got. And it was my first time really dealing with really horrific comments. So it was kind of weird to me, but he was just like, eh. So this one guy emailed my publisher at the investment newsletter I was working for, called him an evil human being for writing what he did in an investment newsletter, and said some other horrible stuff that I can't remember, but pretty much called him an evil human being. This guy paid, this was a paid newsletter. He paid to subscribe to this newsletter. So he was paying his money to a quote unquote evil human being. Doesn't make sense, first of all. Second of all, if the publisher wrote anything negative, it was to protect investors from either losing money or some kind of bad situation. Again, this was years ago. I don't remember the specific stock or even recommendation or whatever it was. But this is the kind of stuff that if you publish online, you're going to have to deal with. But we'll get to some more of my personal comments here in a minute. But this shows the ridiculousness of some people out there, that they pay by their definition, a quote unquote evil human being, and then write them to tell them they're an evil human being for what they wrote in the newsletter that was built to protect them or to make from making bad investment choices or to make them money. Just logically, it doesn't make sense. Here's another one. This is more recent. I'm not going to read the names of these people, frankly, because they don't need mentioning. But this is a direct quote on one of my ads. LOL, read one so free, and I'm guessing he's more notable than this guy paying for ads from his bedroom. I mean, with the coronavirus, we're all kind of locked in our houses. So where am I supposed to be recording from? I've got a bedroom. This is pretty much my only spot that is away from the kids, away from the family, away from everything else, where I can be quiet and close the door. So where else am I supposed to do it? It's 110 degrees outside, real feel with the temperatures. I can't record videos outside. I'm going to be sweating and melting. Can't go to like Panera or a library to record videos. Where else am I supposed to record videos? To the other part, yes, I highly recommend. If you don't take advantage of any of our offers, any of our stuff, read the Warren Buffett shareholder letters. They're fantastic. I highly recommend that. I do agree with him on that. This one's a goodie. Again, this is a recent one, so I'm going to read this word for word because I saved it. So you dropped your $7 offer down to $1. The $7 offer that contained $1,500 of information plus the $500 bonus. Emphasis is, by the way. That $7 offer that's now $1, now that makes me chuckle. Ha ha ha. Ridiculous. So glad your offer is failing so miserably. This is the nastiness I'm talking about. So I wrote an entire response to this guy that I'll read part of. Actually, I'll just read the full thing to give you context because this kind of shut the guy up. So here's my response, and it's true. So, or maybe I'm lowering the price of some of our video courses to help as many people as possible during this pandemic, at as low of a price as possible, to help the tens of millions who are unemployed in the United States and the hundreds of millions unemployed worldwide learn a valuable skill that will help them in every aspect of their lives. A skill that will help people make money and also learn discipline, patience, and other skills that will help them now during this pandemic and for the rest of their lives. A skill people can use from home or anywhere else that they want to work to feel safe, to help anyone who is struggling during this time for whatever reason improve themselves in their lives with the knowledge and skills I've developed over the last 13 plus years. Instead of charging the maximum I can charge for them, maybe my team and I are trying to help as many people as possible during the worst economic situation we've seen in almost 100 years. So going right for the horrible stick, this guy assumed that my offer was failing, that it wasn't making any money, and essentially that I'm trying to scam people by insinuating all that stuff that he did. Or, again, this shows this guy doesn't even know anything about me. He's never viewed any of my stuff because I've been around for 8 years, 9 years on the website. I'm completely transparent with pretty much everything I do, even my investment returns, which pretty much nobody publishes publicly. At least with the spreadsheet where I bought at and the price at. Pretty much nobody in the investment space does that. That's one of the reasons I do that, because I'm fully transparent. I want to be fully honest with people and show them my returns, that I actually know what I'm talking about. But instead of thinking about that stuff, the potential of me trying to help people, he went straight for the stick and saying, "Oh, you're a failure, you're a failure." Again, I don't know what it is, but I've seen a ton of stuff like this lately. Nasty comments. I've been called a scammer I don't know how many times over the years. Just got called scammer the other day, actually, again, on an ad. Again, this shows people don't know anything about me or what I'm doing, which means I don't want them in my products anyways. If they're going to be nasty and stuff like this, I don't want them in my products and services anyways, because I don't want to deal with this kind of crap. Frankly, I want to help people who want to be helped, who are nice, who are thankful, who are grateful, who want to improve themselves, not take other people down. Those are the people I want to help. And again, for this, we've gotten these nasty comments, scammer, I don't know how many times, you shouldn't write the book because you don't have any degrees, blah, 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 blah. But there's still one more that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. It tops them all. This was the first hate comment I ever got. I think it was shortly after the release of my first book, How to Value Invest. And again, I don't remember the exact circumstances, but this was a comment on my blog. So somebody came to my blog where I was promoting my own book for sale and said, quote, that you, meaning me, are the scum of the earth and that I should go kill myself. Somebody actually went, again, to my blog where I'm promoting my own book on my own website to tell me that I was the scum of the earth and to go kill myself for trying to help people and teach people a valuable skill. This is the ridiculousness, again, you have to deal with if you're going to be publishing online. Is it right? No. Is it fair? No. Is it nice? Definitely not. Does it make a lot of sense most times? No, especially the comment about the shaving and growing hair. I still don't get that one whatsoever. But especially if I'm just trying to help people, again, I know there are a lot of scammers in this space, which is why I'm in this space, because I'm not a scammer. I'm a truthful person. If you've been here at any length of time, hopefully you've seen that. Very transparent with everything, very open about everything. That's why the main reason I am here, being as transparent as I am, being as helpful as I can be, trying to help as many people as I possibly can to get them away from the scammers. to get them away from the people who are lying and untruthful in this arena, which there are a lot of people in this arena that are like that. This is why, those are the reasons why, or in large part, those are the reasons why I do what I do. Everything I write, publish, books, courses, client meetings, anything, is to help other people. I already have this knowledge. What I'm trying to do is help as many people as possible gain this knowledge, this valuable skill sets that they can use to get out of and stay out of poverty, and to invest well so they can compound their wealth to become rich. That is my goal with everything I do. So when I see these kind of comments, this is another reason I just kind of laugh now, is because I know who I am. I know who I'm helping. My team knows who I am and who we're helping, and they know the truth of what we're doing. These people obviously do not, and these kinds of people are the people we do not want in our programs anyways. So I'm glad they write this kind of stuff so we can keep them out of our programs. If one of these people were to buy one of our programs, I would likely refund the money if I found out that it was from them. My team handles some of that stuff, but if I found out the person's name and it matched up with our kind of analytics on the back end, I would likely refund their money, because I wouldn't even want to deal with this crap. If they're going to say this on a Facebook comment on an ad that shows up in their feed, imagine what they're going to say to me kind of behind the scenes. I don't want to deal with that crap. This, again, it's been going on for years. This is the first time I've done this. I'm going to keep doing this kind of stuff. Most of the comments are great. Most of the comments are constructive. Most of the comments are positive. Hey, you're doing a great job. Hey, this was great information. Hey, I would do this thing XYZ better. I would do this XYZ thing differently. That stuff I really deeply appreciate more than these comments. But the reason I want to share these is because, again, I've seen for the reasons I've talked about before, but mainly because I've seen a huge rise in these comments on my ads and other people's ads and other people's comments since this coronavirus stuff happened. Again, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. The stress and being angry at whatever is going on doesn't give you the right to be a jerk off, frankly. The biggest reason these don't bother me anymore, though, is because, again, I know what I'm doing and I know who we're helping and all that kind of stuff. But the biggest reason these don't bother me anymore is because I read a study years ago. Again, I wish I would have kept the link. But it's something like 90% plus of internet trolls, which is essentially what these people are narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, and otherwise people you essentially don't want to be around. Again, so thank you for putting these comments out here and these kind of things, so I know to avoid you in our programs. And thank you for the entertainment. Hopefully you guys like this at least a little bit. You found something in here entertaining. Thank you for the ones who leave positive feedback and constructive criticism, more importantly. And seriously, thank you to those people who watch and listen and like and love and learn and share and all this great stuff that we always talk about. We deeply appreciate you guys, and just a few bad apples aren't going to ruin it. We're going to stick around and continue helping more and more people learn a valuable skill, especially because at some point the market's going to crash. Again, could be tomorrow, could be 2 years from now, I don't know. But at some point the market's going to crash, and I want to help as many people before that as humanly possible, avoid major destruction in the crash, and then learn how to evaluate stocks and investments well for when the crash comes, to take advantage of those opportunities. So if you want more information about that, I have more information about our masterclass below in the links below. But until next time, I'd love to hear your comments on any nasty comments you've had lately, or any comments if you publish online that you've gotten over the years that you'd like to share. I'd really love to see them and talk about them. Maybe highlight some in another video on hate mail. But until next time, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Talk soon.